Okay. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. So today you'll need a strap and at least one block. I think you all have that, and a bolster. So we are practicing today some movements that will help with opening through the hips. So we have two muscles that are kind of merged together. You most often hear them referred to as the iliopsoas, but it's your hip flexor. So it allows your hip to move this way, and it also allows a lateral rotation. We're actually going to do both of those things today. Come on in, you get a front row seat. Or you could be back there, Michelle. Absolutely fine. Everyone seems to want to be away from me today, but that's all right. Letitia will maybe pop up here. Front row, yeah. So, ladies, a block, a bolster, and a strap, if you'll grab all of those things.
Thank you. I was looking at that and thought,
All right, so you can start on your back if you'd like. I know that's a really comfortable way to start, especially if you've been seated at your desk or wherever today.
is this yours? Is yours? It's not. I'm sorry, I didn't know that here. Take it. A particular. All my makeup's on this side. I'm just coming in disrupting. Or the interruption.
So land on your back and then let yourself completely go. Let's take a couple of clearing breaths together. These breaths will be in through the nose, out through the mouth, and you can sigh it out if you'd like. That might feel good. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And now seal up the lips, but maybe you can continue to hear that sound in the throat as the breath moves in and out. That's actually a breath called Ujjayi breath, and it is intended to warm the body. So if you've continued to feel that constriction through the throat, that actually is, again, something that is practiced in yoga. You're welcome to do that here, but really what I'd like you to do most is just relax. Relax and breathe. You deserve this time, and you have taken this time for yourself. A lot of people don't do that. They continue to work through lunch or do whatever they need to do, or whatever they feel they need to do. But you have purposely taken this time for yourself. So let this be your time. Let's continue here with a little movement. So that movement might include stretching long. It might include drawing the knees into the chest. Find what you need. When you are ready, we're going to meet in a child's pose. There's a lot of movement to get there. Take your time to get there. Once you arrive, just settle in for a couple of breaths. All right, keep your knees directly underneath you in child's pose. We're making this into a flow of 3 poses. Together, let's scoop ourselves along the floor. As you rise up, you are moving into a cow pose. Rounding from here to cat. Press back to an extended child's pose. Let's flow together again, inhaling. As you scoop yourself along the floor, come right up into cow pose. Exhale, cat. Press back, extended child's pose. All right, you are on your own. Continuing to flow, cat or cow, cat, extended child's pose. Feel free to close your eyes, just let your body move. Feel that opening through the spine. Let's meet up in extended child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left side, press extra weight into that right hip, breathe through the right side of the body. Maybe crawl your right fingertips forward a little bit more, or right hand on top of the left. Feel the stretch along the right side of the body. Walk your hands over to the right side. Press a little extra weight into your left hip. Find any movement that would allow for more opening through the left side of the body. So feel free to explore just a little bit here. Walk your hands to center. The last thing we will do is keep the left arm long, send your right arm underneath and do a little mini thread the needle pose. So your right arm is underneath your left. You can crawl those left fingertips forward a little bit more. Perfect, let's switch to the other side. Send your left arm straight out. One more breath in extended child's pose. Let's rotate palms to face up and just get a little external rotation through the shoulders. All right, meet me in a plank pose. Your plank pose could be a modified plank pose, dropping the knees to the mat. But we're going to go right for a little bit of movement here. You're welcome to stay in plank or modified plank. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press the hips back to find your extended, to find down dog. How about that? On your inhale, return to plank. And on your exhale, down dog. 2 more just like that. Inhaling, finding plank. Long through the spine. Exhale, press back, extended. Good grief, I want to do that. Down dog. One more time, let's inhale, find your plank pose. And this time as you arrive in down dog, this is where we'll pause for just a couple of breaths. Now in this down dog, you're welcome to find movements, pressing one heel toward the floor at a time. Let me give you one more option today. You could actually turn your toes to face the right side of your mat, or heels really to drop to the left side. That's probably more accurate. Just feeling more of a stretch through the sides body, Then you would come back through center and do the same thing to the other side. So again, options, just one more option here to practice as you hold in down dog. And we're holding for another breath. All right, gently drop your knees to the mat. You are sitting back onto the heels. If you're tight through the knees, if it doesn't feel quite right to do this, a bolster or a block may be helpful to you just to add a little bit of elevation for the hips. If it feels all right to sit back without it, no problem. All right, from here, let's wrap your left arm underneath and your right arm on top. You could do a wrap here. You could rotate so that the arms are perpendicular to the floor. Whatever you decide, lift the elbows up, draw the thumbs away from the face. Yep, good. And just pause. Now when we return to plank, down dog movement, I'm going to add a little bit more, and know that you can modify in any way that you need to. So right now, your left arm is underneath your right. Let's release and just shake out. Return to plank. When we move back to down dog, we are reaching right foot back, right hand back to the left leg in any way that works. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, down dog, reaching that right hand back for the left leg. Return to plank pose. As you exhale, left hand reaches back for the right leg. Return to plank. Find your down dog as you reach that right hand back for the left leg. Inhaling, returning to plank. Exhale, left to right. We have 2 more rounds. Inhale to return to plank. Exhale, right to left. And here's our last round. Inhale, plank, and exhale, left to right. Good, now return to plank. Gently drop your knees to the mat, and let's once again sit back. All right. So now, all right, keep me honest. I said it out loud so that I wouldn't forget. Right arm underneath left? Yes, good, okay. All right, again, elbows up, thumbs away from your face. Feel that nice stretch through the shoulder blades. Feel free to close your eyes here. Let's release that. Let's return, or let's find an all fours position. Curl your toes under, walk hands and feet together. Roll yourself up, find a standing position. Good. We'll move to the front end of the mat, and your block may be helpful here. Actually, I think I'm going to change things a little bit. All right, so have your block just in case. All right, feet hip bone width apart. Let's hook our thumbs. We're going to actually sweep the arms up with the thumbs hooked. Release your hands and open through the front body. Reconnect your thumbs, core strong as you sweep the arms forward. Releasing all the way down. On your inhale, release your thumbs, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Good, let's keep that left foot forward. You're stepping your right foot back for a lunge. Feet hip bone width apart. On your inhale, sweep up, find your crescent lunge. All right, so again, I mentioned that we were going to focus in on the hip flexor. This particular side, of course, it's the right side. So maybe bending that back knee just a little bit will allow for a little more of a hip tuck, and you can feel that hip flexor. As you send your arms up into the air, really energize here and soften the sides of the neck. So sometimes we are told to kind of drop the shoulders down. Instead, see if you can just feel less intensity here. All right, we're adding a little bit of movement. Bring your arms down. On your inhale, sweep your arms up, straighten out through that front leg. As you exhale, release, return. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, lower down. Last round here, inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Good. All right, from here, we're going to crawl this right foot in just a little bit and lift up. Bring your right knee up. All right, we're flexing through the hip. This could either become, actually let's do a figure 4. So right ankle above the left knee. Find something you could focus on here, quiet your mind. Bring your hands either to the heart, bring your arms out to the side. You could place your hands to your thigh. All right, so if you're really feeling like you could add even more depth to this, feel free to do that. That block may be helpful to you here. All right, the right leg is going back for a lunge. Hands down around your right foot back or left foot back to join your right, I said the wrong foot, but we are in a plank pose. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower down and inhale up. Find a back bend that suits you at this point. Good, relax your shoulders down, open up through the heart space. Down dog from here, choose how you get there. Take a deep breath in, a big clearing breath out. This time take that deep breath in, look to the front end of the mat. As you exhale, step forward. Reconnect your thumbs. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale to open up through the front body. Inhale, reconnect, and it's a big brush stroke to the front of the room as you fold. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Right foot stays, left foot steps back. Find your hip width position for your feet. Pause right here. When you're ready, inhaling to rise up, crescent lunge. We are pausing right here for a couple of breaths. So as you're, again, holding in this shape, feel free to bend that back knee just a little bit. Tuck the bottom under. Really find that nice hip flexor stretch. All right, let's add movement. Bring your arms down. On your inhale, the arms will come up. You'll straighten through the front leg. As you exhale, lower down. 2 more like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Good, and 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale to lower. Good, now this back foot, and just, you could go right for this, by the way, that figure 4. If you need some time, just bring that left foot in, find your spot, and then find a figure 4. Maybe hands to the heart, arms wide, hands to the thigh, hands to the block, you choose. Good, say kind words here as you hold. Kind words to yourself and to me. Slowly. Let's send that left foot back for a lunge. Hands land around your right foot. Let's again together find a plank pose. Deep breath in here, exhaling to lower down. Inhale up your back bend. Down dog. All right, let's take a couple of breaths to reset. Whether you choose to stay in down dog or drop the knees pressed back to an extended child's pose, that is your choice. But again, finding a pose to reset. And then just tuning in. Make sure your strap is in a place that you can grab it and bring it with you as we rise up. So we have another standing flow, actually 1 more flow here. This one may be a little challenging. I just talked to one of my girlfriends sent me a message. She said, my leg is so sore from Saturday's class. So please be kind to yourself here. Inhale the right leg up. Bend the knee, release the bottom part of the leg back. It was 1 leg only, by the way. She did truly say 1 leg. So that right knee, you could make some circles with that right knee if that feels right. Feel free to move a little bit here, the way you need to move to begin to open up through that right hip. And then straighten out through your right leg, square off the hips, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your knee in and step the foot through. Grab your strap, returning that back foot on its side. We'll rise up to a warrior one. You could just sling that strap over your right shoulder. As you send your arms up into the air here, notice if you're flaring out through the ribs. Let's tuck things in. So knit the ribs together, lunge as deep as you can here. Again, opening through the front of the left hip. All right, as we start here, you can clasp either your hands together or use the strap. We are opening through the shoulders. And I want you to think here about spinal alignment as we move into these first couple of rounds of Humble Warrior. So first, just open up through the shoulders, take a deep breath in, keep your spine aligned as you fold. So don't passively fold yet. Instead, use your core strength. You might not come very far, that's all right. We have a chance to do that very shortly. Inhale to rise back up. Keep your spine aligned as you fold. Again, a strong fold, not a passive fold yet. Now this time, inhale, come up, open up through the chest, press the knuckles back, and as you fold forward, just allow your body to passively fold. Good, Humble Warrior, one more breath. Perfect, now release your hands and let them land around your right foot. Pivot onto your back toes. We are going to crawl this back foot in and send it up into the air. We are practicing a standing splits. So nose, draw your nose close to your right leg. Feel free to use your block for support here. Now parallel your left leg to the mat if it's not there already. Hips square to your mat. Core nice and strong. This is where I want you to be real gentle with your body. Bring your upper body up to find your warrior three. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, we are slowly lifting that left leg up, finding knee up, and we'll wrap this left leg all the way around the right, for eagle leg. You can choose to keep your hands to your heart, or you could allow your right arm to float on top, your left arm underneath for eagle arms. Thumbs away, elbows up. Let's release that left foot to the floor, release your arms, shake out whatever you might need to shake out. Let's do this again. All right, from here, hook the thumbs. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open up, and then reconnect the thumbs. It's that big brush stroke to the front of the room as you fold. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, fold. Step or hop back, find a plank pose. All right, your flow is yours right here. You could choose to go right to down dog. You could add in your back bend. Please find what your body needs. Let's meet in down dog. Inhale your left leg up, bend the knee, release the bottom part of the leg. Feel free to draw circles with that left knee. Look to the front end of the mat. Let's step the left foot forward. If you want your strap along, here's your opportunity to grab that, bring it with you, sling it over your left shoulder for right now. Right foot lands on its side. We are moving to warrior one with the arms extended first. So let's really set this base up. Just see what you can find here to open through the front, open the body to the front of the room. Back outer edge of that back foot is planted to your mat. Energy flowing through both feet. All right, again, check in here. Let's knit those ribs in. We're gonna try and hold that position as we bring our hands behind, either clasping or using your strap. All right, so knuckles to the floor, but really again, find this strong core, and then we'll fold, keeping that spinal position as much as you can. On your inhale, rise back up. As you exhale, again, it's a strong fold. This time, come up, open up, press the knuckles back, and then fold yourself passively forward. Humble warrior. The breath is the tool to help open through the shoulders a little bit more. Each exhale, see if the shoulders will open a little bit more. Good, now release your strap, release your hands. Frame your front foot, pivot onto your back toes. Let's crawl this right foot in, lift it up. And we're starting off with our standing splits. So your right leg, you could open up through the hip and just let that right leg travel as high up as you'd like. Or you could keep your hips square to the mat. Choose your own adventure here, find what feels right. Good, now parallel your leg, your right leg to the floor, your hips square to the floor. And we're going to elevate the upper body to find our warrior three. All right, hands to the heart, begin to lift this right leg or bring this right knee up and cross your right leg all the way over your left leg. All right, so eagle arms, if you'd like, your left arm will be on top, your right arm underneath. Thumbs away, elbows up. Good, you can always use a block here to just place those toes on the block instead. Here's a change. Let's sweep the arms up. Let's step the right foot back. Hands down around your left foot back to join the right. Feel free to find down dog. Feel free to find child's pose, to find a flow, whatever you would like here. And we are going to meet in child's pose eventually, so make your way there when you're ready. Make our way onto our stomachs. From your stomach, let's first ground the legs to the floor. And think of this, I know that you need to probably look up here a little bit, but be gentle on your neck. So when you crane up, you just want to be careful. Bring your arms into 90-degree shapes. We are lifting the upper body up, and then you'll press your arms forward like you're pressing something forward. Pull your arms back like you're pulling something towards you, and then lower your upper body and your arms. All right, again, here, lifting up, pressing forward, pulling back, body down. You can choose to add the legs here if you'd like. So you're lifting up, pressing forward, pulling back, lowering down. We have two more like that. Lift up, press, pull, and lower. Last one here, lift up, press, pull, and lower. Turn your head to one side, and just feel your heart beat. Breathe. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, pull them back just a little bit, point the elbows back, push up, modified plank pose. Let's find down dog. We'll open up through the hips a little more here. We are practicing a lizard pose. Your right leg, send it up into the air. As you exhale, look out to your right pinky, step the right foot to the outside. All right, a block again here may be helpful. There's a lot of different options for a lizard pose. Start off with the knee and the ankle aligned, the sole of the foot connected to the mat, but know that you could open up through the sole of the foot, really the arch of the foot, and let the knee fall out to the side. Just try not to buckle through the ankle, so keep those joints lined up. That is one option. You could drop that back knee down, and actually you could even add a little bit opening here. Yeah. Feels great. Yep, perfect. So either hands to the floor, you could bring your forearms to the floor if you decided to stay center. Again, if you've got a little bit of activity going on here, there's so many variations. And certainly you have time to explore a little bit. Don't feel like you have to stay in one place once you've started there. Let's take a couple more breaths here. To bring yourself back up. If you did allow the knee to fall out to the side, bring the knee, pull it back into the midline, the sole of that right foot fully connected to your mat. Your left hand stays to the floor, the right arm extends up for a twist. You're welcome to stay right here, or you could bend your back knee, reach around, grab to the top of that right foot, or left foot, excuse me, or the ankle. Set your right hand to the inside part of your right foot, curl the left toes under, lift the left knee up. Here's your challenge. Push up and out of the floor. See if you can lift this right foot up without sliding on your mat. Send that right leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. You're welcome to find a three-legged flow. You're welcome to flip your dog. You could find a wild thing pose, side plank, or you could stay right there in that three-legged dog. You choose. We'll meet back up in down dog with both feet to the floor. Left leg, inhale it up. Look out to your left pinky. Step the left foot wide. Lizard pose, left side. Find your variation. Whatever you chose that first round, maybe you start again with that here on this side, but you may very well notice that there are differences from one side to the other, so there might need to be a difference in how you approach the side. One more big breath in. Big exhale out. All right, slowly come back up and make sure again that the sole of that left foot is fully planted to the mat. Knee is pulled into the midline, right hand stays to the mat. Left arm extends up for your twist. Stay right here. Or bend that back knee, reach back for the foot or the ankle, and open up. So nice, y'all. Breathe a couple more breaths here. Big breaths in and out. They are slow breaths. Let your left hand land back to the mat, to the inside part of that left foot. All right, again, push up and out of the hands. Core strong, try and lift this left foot up, send it all the way up and back. A three-legged dog, again, three-legged flow. Flip your dog, find a wild thing pose, a side plank, or just stay in that three-legged dog. Let's meet back in down dog with both feet to the floor. Gently drop your knees to the mat. We'll make our way onto our backs. Bring your block with you as you go, or you come onto your back. All right, so we practiced a little bit for strengthening the back body. We're gonna do a little more for the core. And so we practiced eagle pose. We're going to do that again here. If you'll cross your right leg all the way over your left leg, right leg all the way over the left, or if you need that figure four, absolutely fine. All right, so with the right leg on top, that means the right arm goes underneath. So right arm underneath the left for your eagle arms. All right, you can incorporate all parts of this or just some parts of this. But lift your legs up. We are crunching elbows and knees together and releasing back. Elbows and knees together and releasing back. Elbows and knees together and releasing back. Two more. Elbows and knees. Release back. And last one. Release back. Send your arms out nice and wide. Set the sole of the left foot back to your mat. Shift your hips a little toward the right edge of your mat. Gently drop your cross legs to the left. Maybe you turn and look to your right here for a neck stretch. Now slowly bring cross legs back to center. We are keeping this same cross. Your right leg will still be over the left leg. Shift your hips a little toward the left edge of your mat and gently drop your cross legs to the right. This is an internal rotation for that left hip, and you may feel some things in the left knee. You should not feel pain if you do come back to center. Bring your legs to center, reset your hips so that everything is squared off. Cross your left leg all the way over your right leg for your eagle legs. With our left leg on top, our left arm will go underneath. So wrap your arms up with your left arm underneath eagle arms. All right, legs come up, elbows and knees come in toward each other, and release back. We have just 5 rounds of these. 4 more as we draw the elbows and knees in here, release back. Last 3, elbows and knees in. And release, and last 2. Release, and last 1. Release, send your arms out wide in the shape of a T. Set the sole of the right foot back to the mat. Shift your hips a little toward the left edge of your mat. Gently drop your cross legs to the right. Maybe you turn and look to your left. Now now slowly bring your legs back to center. Shift your hips a little toward the left edge of your mat. Keep the same cross as you drop, opposite side you guys are doing the right thing. Shift your hips a little toward the right edge of your mat. Your knees will drop to the left. Again here, really check in to be sure that all feels good. Gently bring your legs back to center. Reset your hips. All right, you are on your own for about a minute. You could add an inversion here. You have a block close to you. It could be a supported inversion of some kind. So options include a bridge pose, a supported bridge pose, happy baby pose, shoulder stand, plow, waterfall, either supported or not. Give about 30 more seconds. If there's any other inversion you'd like to practice, you still have time. Slowly make your way out of your inversion. Hug your knees into your chest. Set yourself up for your final pose. So if there are any props that you'd like to use, take time here to set yourself up. Let's make our way into those final poses. So now is not the time to return to work, because this is your time to completely relax. So if you find your mind drifting to what needs to happen this afternoon or this evening or tomorrow, please come back here and let yourself have this time. It's so precious. And it's yours. Let yourself drift away. Floating on a cloud, floating on a raft. Feel weightless. Nice and easy movement back to your body. You're welcome to rest on your back, but if you'd like to roll to your favorite side and pause for a couple of breaths, we'll be here just a little bit longer. And in this time, please give yourself recognition, the recognition that you deserve for taking time on your mat today. You had a choice. You chose to be here. You deserve that recognition. Slowly press yourself up, find a comfortable seat. Let's take one more really big breath in together. Inhale, just sweep the arms all the way up, stretch up as tall as you can. And then draw your hands to your heart center. This is food for thought for this next week. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Namaste, friends.